Yo, hey guys, it's Pop and Jacques Slade here. Back with another unboxing, and today I have the pleasure of bringing you, well, no, actually, people of the internet, I have the honor, I don't even want to say it's the pleasure, I have the honor of bringing you the $16,000 Air Max 97. Now, don't get me wrong, the Air Max 97 is an incredibly dope shoe, but it has to be something very special about the Air Max 97 in order for it to sell for $16,000. And in this case, it happens to be the designer, and her name is Kirsten Brown. Kirsten was at the Nike Doernbecher Hospital, and actually I'm gonna open this up while I talk to you. And she was selected to participate in the Doernbecher Freestyle for 2018 collection. The shoe they gave her obviously is the Air Max 97, and she did a fantastic job with the shoe. Just recently, Nike held an auction for the Doernbecher sneakers at their campus in the Tiger Woods building, and I was able to attend, and that's where her shoe sold for $16,000. Now, I'm actually gonna take both of these out of here, and I wanna get into some details about her shoe because she did a very, very good job with her design. But before we do that, let's find out a little bit more about Kirsten.
My name is Kirsten, I'm 16 years old. What makes me me, just how I'm like always positive and try to just live my life the way I want it to.
Kirsten is special because she's probably the strongest person I know.
I was walking home from school one day and I just like couldn't like breathe at all.
And Kirsten called and told me, Dad, I'm walking home from school and I can't make it home. Well, the strange thing about that is her school is not even a half mile from the house.
I took her to the pediatrician. That's when we found out she had an enlarged heart. We were immediately admitted to Doernbecher. After being in the ICU at Doernbecher for 2 weeks, Dr. McCammon came to us and told us that Doernbecher could no longer treat Kirsten due to the severity of her heart condition.
They said I needed a heart transplant.
She was life flight and transferred to Stanford Children's Hospital, which is one of the leading heart failure and transplant centers for kids on the West Coast. That's where she had her LVAD surgery. She had her stroke right after her LVAD surgery. We didn't know the severity of the damage from the stroke. She couldn't talk, couldn't eat, couldn't do anything, so we didn't know if there was severe brain damage. We had our Kindle there, and you could write on the Kindle. She was able to use her right hand, and he had asked her who I was, and she wrote Mom. And so from that point, we knew, I mean, she's there. 3 months later, she had her heart transplant. They worked with the Doernbecher team to make sure that we had a support system here.
She could not do it by herself. My wife couldn't do it, I couldn't do it. We had to do it as a family. We had to know that we were there to support one another.
It was terrifying, but my heart transplant taught me just how to live life to your fullest and always stay positive.
Since day one, Doernbecher did not just treat my daughter Kirsten, the patient, but they treated the entire family.
True.
Doernbecher has like a great environment, and like you just feel so good, and like so many good people there. It just makes you feel happy.
To all the doctors, nurses, staff, interns, every person at Doernbecher Children's Hospital, from the bottom of the Brown family's heart, we can never thank you enough.
This experience taught me just to stay positive and make sure just live life to your fullest. You don't know how long you're gonna be here, and just make sure that you're like living your best life.
So again, as I said, she's an incredibly brave and incredibly strong woman, and this is her sneaker, the Air Max 97. Her shoe is focused on being a survivor. You can almost say that a survivor is the theme of her shoe, and you see that most prominently here with the survivor here on the side panel. The colors that she chose were black, purple, and there's also a touch of turquoise here, right here on the tongue and here on the heel. And though we have the big survivor here, if you look at the heel pull, you'll notice that she has Survivor there as well, and that's where she also added a little bit of turquoise. So as you saw from the previous video, Kirsten had a heart transplant and she also had a stroke, and she wanted to incorporate those into her design. And one of those key moments is here on the medial side, where she has a graphic of a heart, and then she also has a graphic of a heart and with the family, and obviously goes to show that she has a lot of love for her family and the support that she received from her family, and how that was a big part of her getting through her process of going through the heart transplant and recovering from her stroke, which is really dope as well. Now that graphic is also repeated on the inside of the shoe. You see that on the insole, which is a very nice touch, and that goes on for both of the insoles here. This is a women's version of the Air Max 97, so for the guys, if you want to get yourself a pair of these, you're gonna have to go up a size and a half. So I personally wear a size 11, so then I would have to get a size 12 and a half in women's if I wanted to get myself a pair of these. Now, one final detail on this shoe that I really like, it's almost kind of hidden and below the bottom of the shoe, and it is a heart logo right here, which obviously is there because of her heart transplant. And I think it's really dope how they added the red around the heart, also obviously kind of representing blood, but it's also this little piece here, which I feel represents almost like an artery for her heart, just giving it that little small final touch there to kind of seal the deal and let you know what she went through and what the shoe represents. I personally had a chance to sit and talk to Kirsten, and she is an amazing young lady, super sweet, very awesome. And thank you, Kirsten, for taking the time to talk to me while I was up there at the event. Her shoe goes on sale on December 14th. It's a part of the Doernbecher 2018 Freestyle collection. The collection has been going on for 15 years, and they've raised close to $20 million for the Doernbecher Hospital, which is obviously super dope and a really dope thing. So if you want to grab yourself a pair of these, make sure you head over to the SNKRS app and then hit notify. That way you're notified when they drop. But they're also going to be available at select retailers as well. So if you don't get them on SNKRS, you do have the opportunity to actually walk in the store and grab yourself a pair as well. As always, guys, I am Jacques Slade. Big shout out to Kirsten, big shout out to Nike. Thank you for having me up at the Doernbecher event, and thank you to the OHSU Hospital. I appreciate you guys always being so welcoming to me and allowing me to help share these stories. So make sure you guys stay tuned, because this is only part one. This is actually going to be a part of a 6-part series where you will learn more about these shoes. As always, I'm Jacques Slade. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys soon. Peace.